you talked about, one particular crisis that's kind of germane to you. I don't actually know that story. What is the story, and what happened, and why does it matter here?
Yeah, I mean, there was certainly an experience that, as I think about it, was very formative, but also very central in sort of defining my business career from that point on. I was coming out of university, and as I mentioned, I never really wanted to be a part of the family business. I wanted to chart my own path. I'd had a couple of very small businesses before, as a teenager, and then during university. But then coming out of university, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And my dad had a business in the construction industry in Montreal that was in a lot of trouble. And he had a second in command who was running it day to day while he was running another business. And that person had his fingers in the till, as we say. And the business was really running on fumes, owed money to everybody, including the government and suppliers and employees. And there was this sort of scene where my dad was at his hotel room in Montreal. I was a 22-year-old kid, and he sort of throws the keys on the boardroom table in this hotel room and sort of says, you can't fuck it up worse than the last guy. And that was just after the last guy left the room because he was asked to leave. And I took the opportunity. I guess there was a part of me that realized it was a huge challenge, and so I guess that excited me. And there was a part of me that just felt an obligation to serve the family, even though it wasn't my ambition to do so. And so I dove in there.
How long a period was that?
100 years is what it felt like. It was 4 years. And so, I took it over, and I will say there's nobody we didn't owe money to. We owed money to the government of Quebec for back taxes. We owed money to suppliers. I mean, they would call and threaten. And in the construction business in Montreal, you hear a lot of stories about it in the media.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it is at least as bad as that.